Welcome to another Conscious Life food clip. Today we're making an exciting thing. We're making pumpkin bread. Okay, we're making it ourselves because pretty much most of the breads you'll find in stores are rubbish. Okay, there's no nutrition in them. They're empty calories. They just go straight to your guts and sit there as body fat. All right. Homemade breads, however, can be very nutritious. All right, depending on what you make them with. So ours is a bit different. We don't use grains other than a few select ones like sometimes buckwheat, because we don't digest them very well. The gluten in most grains is a bit hard to digest for us, so we leave them out. But what we're using today is some sprouted sunflower seeds and sprouted pepitas. Here's our sunflower seeds, looking really appetizing there. And the reason we've sprouted them is, if you think about a seed, okay, it's like it's a little factory waiting to happen. You know, all the nutrition and the enzymes and the exciting stuff that's inside the seed hiding there until such time that it can germinate and grow into a full plant. I mean, each seed grows into a whole plant. So when you sprout it, what you're basically doing is unleashing all that nutrition and energy, etc., into the seed, and you can get the benefit from that in your body, okay, as opposed to the flours they use in modern breads, which are just ripped out of the ground as a normal seed, ground down and served. Okay, so one of the things I really like about cooking is that it's really creative. Okay, when I cook, I tend not to follow a recipe. I may find out what ingredients are in something or how it's sort of put together roughly, but I'm just going to make this up myself. So part of the joy for me is creating something that's never been done before. So what I'm going to do is I've got my oven preheated to 120 degrees. Okay, I'm going to put a decent whack of our seeds in there. Alright, sunflower, here's our pepitas as well. Cool. I'm going to throw some pumpkin in. Just whole, and this is pretty much all we're going to use to sweeten it. We're not going to use sugar or anything else that's going to imbalance your bowels. We're just going to use the pumpkin. And just like me, it should be sweet enough. Alright, that goes in. Now, herbs, we've got a bit of cinnamon. Because we're really going for, like, it's a savoury bread, but it's still, you know, it's still got a softer flavour. So we get some cinnamon. Enough, you reckon? A little bit of vanilla essence. Yeah. Some allspice. And a pinch of nutmeg, and try not to overdo it because I have a tendency to do that. Whoa! And there you go. Some salt. And we'll whack a couple of eggs in there today, I think. Alright, so basically we're going to buzz this in a food processor, as per many of our other recipes, and we're going to just judge the consistency when it gets to where we want it. So bear with me while we fire this up.
Yep.
Where's my coconut oil? Did you put it away?
Possibly.
Crazy. Okay, so the only thing I forgot was coconut oil. We need something to bind this all together and to give it some nice, healthy, delicious fats. So we'll whack some of that in, give it some more liquidity. Often this comes out a bit more like a cakey mixture. Speaking of, Stacey made me forget the baking powder. We're not sure if it's going to rise, but we'll find out. Alright, so we've got our mix. It's looking nice and soft there. Smells good too. We're going to just grease up our serving dish. We like to use Pyrex because you can take it, use it as a cooking tool, and then put a lid on things and throw it straight into the fridge. Okay. Alright.
And like Ryan likes to use his fingers.
I'll use my fingers and a bit of moisturiser. Very good for your skin. Alright, we're going to turn this stuff out into our... Oh, you didn't roast it, into our pan, our tray. And once we've done that, we'll smooth it out. We're going to cook it on 120 degrees, right? Basically because the low temperature will keep all the beneficial properties of the sprouted seeds intact. Right? They won't become burnt out or dead or denatured or rancid or any of those other really nasty sounding terms. So we're getting the most out of our food we possibly can. Plus it tastes a lot better. And that way when we eat our bread, we're getting a complete meal that benefits our bodies and doesn't actually detract our health like most other breads do. Alright, so I'll just smooth this out. Yeah, good. You gonna put any marks on the top of that, Stace? Stacey likes to fluff up the top and make it look nice and handsome. That's like eating it. Cool. In the oven it goes, and we'll check back in a couple of hours roughly and see how it's looking. So there you go, nice easy bread. Okay, I'm not following a recipe again because the creative aspect is so important to me. And you know, being creative doesn't necessarily mean you have to be an artist or a singer or an actress or anything. It can just be making a meal or a dish that you've never cooked before and doing it your own way, throwing your ingredients in how you do it and not trying to follow the recipe. So last night we couldn't wait. It was too late. We had to eat it and go to bed. So we waited until this afternoon of the next day to show you our beautiful bread. And we've just given it a very light toasting with the Gorilla. And you can see how it comes out. It's a bit smaller than a normal loaf. Because otherwise it just takes too long to cook. We're going to cook it at a very low temperature, like I said last night. The taste is amazing and has all the goodness of those sprouted seeds and the other fresh ingredients that we put in there. Okay, all the enzymes and stuff is still alive. So there it is. Delicious sprouted seed bread. Enjoy.